What if I told you there's a country tucked away in Asia where visiting costs more per day than traveling through Paris, Tokyo, or even the Maldives? A nation so exclusive, so untouched, and so deliberately protected that you can't even explore it freely on your own. There's a mandatory fee just to be there, not to stay at a hotel or book a tour, just to enter. And yet, despite the rules and the cost, the people who make the journey say it's one of the most magical places on Earth. So, what exactly makes this one of the most expensive countries in the world to visit? And more importantly, why do travelers still say it's worth every penny? Let's break it down. And stick around, because by the end, you'll finally discover the name of this mysterious destination that might just be your next dream trip: the cost of entering another world. Let's start with the price. This country charges a mandatory sustainable development fee of $100 per day per person, and that's not including flights, meals, or accommodations. For many years, the fee was actually $200 per day, but it included more services. Now, while the daily rate has been lowered, travelers must pay separately for hotels, food, and their mandatory local guide and driver, which can make it even more expensive overall. But the fee isn't about profit, it's about purpose. That money goes directly into supporting education, healthcare, sustainability, and preserving cultural traditions. This country has made a bold decision. They won't allow tourism to degrade their way of life. Instead, they've created a model that ensures tourism supports their people, not exploits them. Getting there isn't easy. If the price doesn't scare you off, the logistics might. There's only one international airport, and it's nestled in a tight Himalayan valley. The approach is so complex that fewer than 24 pilots in the world are qualified to land there. Flights come in from just a few regional hubs, think Delhi, Kathmandu, or Bangkok, and they're not always reliable. Weather often causes delays or cancellations. And once you arrive, don't expect to go adventuring on your own. Independent travel isn't allowed. Every visitor must travel with a licensed local guide and designated driver at all times. Your itinerary has to be pre-approved by the government, and spontaneous detours aren't really a thing here. No backpacking, no bus hopping. Everything is planned, curated, and deliberate. And while that might sound restrictive, it's also a big reason why this place has remained so pristine. The reveal. Welcome to Bhutan. So, where is this place? What country goes to such lengths to protect itself from over-tourism while offering travelers something truly rare? Welcome to Bhutan, the Himalayan kingdom where gross national happiness is more important than gross domestic product. Tucked between China and India, Bhutan is a tiny, landlocked nation that has rejected mass tourism in favor of mindful, sustainable travel. It's not just a destination, it's a philosophy. Bhutan was one of the last countries in the world to open to tourists, only doing so in 1974. And even then, they made a decision that sets them apart. They don't want millions of visitors. They want the right kind of visitors, those who respect the environment, culture, and spiritual traditions of the country. And that's why the rules are so strict, because in Bhutan, preservation always comes before profit. Why Bhutan is worth every dollar. Almost everyone who visits Bhutan says the same thing: it's worth every cent. You're not paying for a 5-star resort or fancy cocktails by a pool. You're paying to experience a culture that has resisted the rush of globalization, where ancient monasteries sit quietly in the mountains, and monks chant prayers that have been passed down for centuries. You'll hike to the breathtaking Tiger's Nest Monastery, built into the side of a cliff 10,000 feet above sea level. You'll walk through lush green valleys where locals wear traditional robes, not because it's required, but because it's part of their daily lives. You'll witness colorful festivals full of music, masks, and dance, and they're not staged for tourists. These are spiritual rituals that have been honored for generations. With your guide, you'll gain deep insights into Bhutanese history, Buddhism, and community life. You'll stay in locally run guest houses, enjoy organic farm-to-table meals, and truly immerse yourself in the rhythm of the land. And above all, you'll breathe the cleanest air, hear true silence in the mountains, and feel a peace that's almost impossible to find anywhere else in the world. A journey for the soul, not the selfie. Bhutan isn't for every traveler. It's not built for Instagram. It's built for reflection. It's a country where success is measured by well-being, not wealth, where the environment is sacred and modernization is balanced with tradition. This isn't a place where you go to party, shop, or check boxes off a travel list. It's a place to slow down, reconnect, and be present. And maybe that's why it's so valuable, not just in price, but in what it gives you back. So, What makes Bhutan the most expensive country to visit? It's not the hotels, it's not the flights, it's the values. The government of Bhutan has chosen to protect, preserve, and honor its way of life. Would you go? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more hidden gems, unique places, and adventures worth taking.